Oh, I didn't see you there. What is going on, guys? Old Shaman, your fellow favorite YouTuber, being featured today on the Gear Third Manga channel. Now, it's come to my attention that Gear Third Manga is doing a review of A Girl on the Shore, and I just thought that in order to make the video quality a little bit better, I thought I would step in and maybe give my thoughts and opinions on A Girl on the Shore.
Is shit.
In here, we keep our wieners in our packages, that's how it is.
It sucks, but that's the way our buns keep fresh and pure, baby.
But once we're out the doors, it's not a sin
For us to let you slip it in.
In other words, we finally get to fuck
And love,
and fuck
and hug,
and fuck
and feel,
and fuck.
and share.
Hey guys, welcome to my manga review for A Girl on the Shore, a 2-volume series that was written and illustrated by Amino that was serialized between 2009 and 2013 in Manga Erotics F. That's right, this is an erotic manga, or as most people like to say, hentai. And for the record, I didn't know that when I bought this series. Okay, I wanted to buy Solana, and I saw you had this other book there for cheap. I was like, hey, I might as well pick that up too. And I'm gonna just get straight to the point. This is like the most uncomfortable thing I've ever had to sit through. So, Girl on the Shore takes place in Japan, and it follows our protagonist, Kome Sato. The series starts shortly after she goes on a first date with this dude, Masaki, who forced her to perform oral sex on him. And unfortunately for Kome, he doesn't even like her. You know, he just wanted to get a bit of that underclassman's skin, if you know what I mean. Did I mention they were 14? Because they're 14. So as a rebound, she goes to one of her classmates, Keisuke Isobe, and she asks him to take her virginity. Now she has a feeling that he is going to agree to this because a year prior, he actually confessed his feelings for her, but unfortunately for him, she did not reciprocate those feelings back. So yeah, he agrees, and then they go at it. And they start a casual, no-strings-attached sexual relationship. So the two, of course, start spending a lot more time together, and we're taken on a short journey in the lives of these kids who don't really seem to know what they want out of life. Especially in Keisuke's case. He's got a bit of shit going on. And the story, you know, the narrative, the writing, it's all pretty decent. I didn't really find anything bad about the story that A Girl on the Shore was trying to tell. It's, as you would expect, a very mature story. It deals with a lot of very heavy themes. It's not easy to write children in realistic relationships, but honestly I think Inio Asano did do a pretty decent job. It didn't really blow me away at all. I wouldn't really say it's anything better than just good. But overall, nothing really I can complain about the narrative. But oh my god. The sex scenes make up about a quarter of this 2-volume series. All of them feature Keisuke and Kome going at it. These two 14-year-old kids, 100% uncensored, and it's completely ridiculous. It kills the series. And from the people I've talked to, it kills the series for them. It just kills the series for friggin' everyone. Unless you're Old Shaman, of course.
One thing that I did like about A Girl on the Shore is the underage themes or tones.
Is it too late now to say sorry?
I'm just kidding, but seriously, Inio Asano goes way too overboard with this shit. I would be fine if, you know, the scenes were much shorter and they only implied stuff, they didn't show very much, because you really could have told the story that way. Nothing about these sex scenes adds anything to the story, and it just makes things creepy and uncomfortable and weird, and I really hated this aspect of the series. Pretty much every time I would get to a sex scene, I would have to put the book down, because I'm like, no. Oh no. And some of the shit that happens is so weird too. There's one scene where Keisuke like orders this butt dildo for himself, and then he goes into his room, you know, he goes at it by himself. He finishes, you know, he slurps up all that yogurt. And I'm just thinking to myself, what was the point of this? Are you trying to show me something about that Keisuke that I don't already know? Like what are you doing here? Oh god, yeah, it was just so uncomfortable. The story would have been fine without all this stuff. You could just imply everything. You know, imply that they were having crazy sex every day. You don't have to show a detailed 20 pages of it. So yeah, the story was decent, nothing too special, completely killed by those let's talk about those characters, and honestly, there's really not much to say. Keisuke and Kome are fine as just being, you know, like normal kids. I guess, in a sexual relationship. And the two of them actually go through some character development throughout the story, which I thought was handled pretty well. And all of the minor characters are just there to be supporting characters. You don't really have much time to develop all of these people within 2 volumes. So overall, I like the narrative. There isn't really many bad things to say about the characters. So this is probably the shortest character section in any review I've made. Let's move on to the art.
Even if you do not like this Gear 3rd manga as an Asano work, I think we can both agree that the artwork showcases some of the finest and most excellently crafted artwork that even some manga creators can't even do to this day.
So for once, it seems Shaman is actually sort of right about something. The artwork here is kind of incredible. This is the first work I've read by Inio Asano, and holy shit. These are some of the most detailed characters and environments I have seen in a manga. It looks so realistic, and you really have to commend the guy for that. Like, not very many mangaka out there can draw as good as this guy. But the problem comes with that. You see, these are some of the most realistic characters I've ever seen in a manga. You probably know where this is going. That's right. The sex scenes are no different. That they're some of the most detailed. It's basically like you're watching the real thing, and they're 14 years old. Like, oh my god. That's it. I'm done. We're done talking about this.
So, A Girl on the Shore, while I did my own personal review on it, I'd have to give it a 5 or a 6 out of 10. In fact, I'll stand by the 6 out of 10. A 6 out of 10, mainly because...
Nah, man. Fake news, okay? 4 out of 10. For 2 pedophiles out of 5. It's hard to say this series is complete trash because the quality of the artwork is so good, and there isn't really anything wrong with the narrative and the characters and the themes. But I just can't recommend it to anyone. It's such an uncomfortable read. But after all that, you still want to check it out for some reason. You can buy the omnibus. It's a 2-in-1. It's published by Vertical, and you can get it for pretty cheap. All that being said, though, I do hear from numerous people that this doesn't really represent most of other Asano's work, so I'm still really looking forward to reading Solanin soon. And for all of you asking, I do plan to get Goodnight Pun Pun later this year.
Thank you, Gear 3rd Manga, for featuring me here on the channel. Of course, you know, I do my best to help out my friends in any way possible, so thank you very much. Anyways, take it easy.
Thank you all so much for watching. You can leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I will see you soon for my full review of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Diamond is Unbreakable.